Welcome back to Average Mike. I'm Mike, one of the mics anyway. Installing finishing the bathroom renovation, just a surface renovation. Seen the shower head. Wife repainted the wall, added new paintings. I'm replacing the light fixture today. Should be fairly simple. It's one switch. You got basically just take this off. It should be black and white wire, hot and neutral, with the copper, which is the ground. So all you really need is a screwdriver here. These are all hand tightened things. When you pull it out, the only thing you need is a screwdriver. You have to anchor this in. Once it's anchored in, it's on. You can put the plate on, and then we'll tie the wires in. Then you put the plate on, clean it all up. Boom, then the lights go on. Alrighty, so I'm gonna power the electric down by hitting the switch. It'll shut the power off here. Should be everything, should be ready to go. So just need these two tools. I just always have Phillips and a flathead. You never know what you're gonna come in contact with electric. I mean, you can see that these are flatheads. You can't see, but these are flatheads on the thing. So if I can't get them hand tightened, unloosened from that way, I'll use the flathead there. Most of them all are going to be Phillips, so we'll start with that. All right, so let's begin. Yeah, see, that one's too tight. There's no reason to make the plate tight because you're literally only there for show. Let's get this out of the way. There we go. Alright, so she painted up against it, which is fine. Just might have to go back and do a touch-up jobby when we're done. Alright, so you can see the wires, as I said. So this is the electrical, this is the black. The white jams up in there. Just gotta take this electrical wire down and then pull that off, the wire nut off. Take that electrical tape off. And then take that wire nut, and then the neutral is the last one. Should be just easy. Pull the wires, untwist the common, untwist the copper, the ground, and boom, that's off, right? That's easy, right? So it's the same thing you're getting for the new switch with the new light. You got blacks, they're hot, you got the whites for the common, and you got the ground. So what they do is, you'll see in the new one as well, each light bulb, each light fixture has its own set of common. That's why there's three lights, 3 hots, 3 lights, right? So that matches up. That's consistent with the new one, the new fixture as well. It's consistent with any electric, really. Put this down here so it doesn't break. Alrighty, so make sure these are clean. Make sure they have enough grip. And then we can do this. We can actually use, since this is already mounted by the developer, we can just do that and really just tie in the electric, and it makes it simple. Just pull these guys off. Let's see if the nuts fit. That'd be great. If not, then you gotta take it off. Oh, and they do. That's fantastic. Beautiful. So these little cover nuts work. All right. So I can take this off. This is not needed anymore. This is the bracket that comes with the screws that come with it. We're gonna use the same bracket because it's the same mounting fixture. It's the same mount to the fixture, so it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, so I'm gonna grab my wire nuts. Get in my hand, get in my pocket so I don't have to reach down anymore. All right. I usually put things in hold them in my mouth instead of putting them in my pockets. but since I have to talk through these videos, this doesn't really work out. All right, so I'm gonna do black first, and then actually let's pull the wires down out of the way. Do the same thing with these guys, and then let's mount it, right? So let's put it on here just for now, and let's screw this thing on and just hold it while we do the electrical. That way we're not juggling with both hands. You know, have an assistant to hold the fixture as well. You don't want to hang from the wires because you can get loose connections that way too. So we're just gonna kind of lightly tighten these guys on it so that it just holds the fixture in place. Now we're gonna take this off, tuck the wires in once we all get them all wired up and stuff. So, where are you at? There we are. All right, there's that. So, there's the wires, they're all hanging out. So, three wire nuts. Like I said, black goes to black. That's the hot from the wall, from the power source or the switch, goes into the hot for the light. It's marked L for light, but ultimately it's the hot, right? So what you see is you only see one wire come from the light here. On this fixture, they have three of them tied in together, and four of them all tied in together, and then a black one coming out of that called a jumper. And it's basically just jumping the electric from here to the other wire nut to the lights. And they're doing the exact same thing for the thing. It makes it a lot cleaner when the manufacturers do that, because then you only have to wire nut one wire versus 4 or 3 separate ones into one wire nut. And they only always give you these orange guys for the most part. And it's just not, sometimes it's just not big enough for 4 wires. So, could cause issues. All right, so ground goes to ground. So this light fixture is actually going to be powered up at this point. So you can, test it before you go any further if you want. Ultimately, how to test it, just if you don't have an electrical tester, simple way to do it is just grab a light bulb. Grab a light bulb, twist it in, turn on the power. Boom, and it works. That's a good test. Here we go. Untwist that guy so it doesn't break. Put it back down in the package it came in, the protection. Now we're gonna do the whole switching of tuck the wires in and all that other good stuff. Clean it up a little bit. So as you can see, these are, like I said before, so inside here is 4 wires for each 4 outlet in the black and the white. Then they put a 5th wire in, it's called a jumper wire, and that's what they did with this guy. All right, and it just makes it easy, simple for install purposes for the homeowners like myself or homeowners like you guys who aren't, licensed electricians or master electricians, can just easily do a simple conversion of a light fixture within a 15-minute time frame. So it shouldn't take that, it shouldn't take that long. It's not crazy. It's not a crazy amount of work, and it shouldn't take a crazy amount of time. So we'll tuck these guys in nice and nice. Find those screws again. If it was straight, it would help out. Now the wires are in the way. Oh, too high. There we are. There we go. There's 1. There's 2. Make sure it goes clean against the wall. Beautiful. Put these bolts back on. Alright, so these screws are a tidbit too long, which is fun. So we'll have to switch those out to the shorter ones. Although I don't think those ones are much longer. So what we'll have to do is there's typically an adjuster. If not, see how it hangs off the wall there? I don't know if you can or not. It's hanging off the wall about a 1/4 inch up here, and then it's putting all the weight on the bottom of this. And it's gonna basically eventually fall off or break, or maybe not. It just look ugly. It's not against the wall. It's not pretty. So I know the wife won't like it. So what we'll have to do is take it off, adjust the screws. They come with these guys that screw on the top, so you can adjust it how deep you need these things set, depending what the closure is, what the cover is. So now you don't need as long, right? And then you adjust this screw a little bit more. And if you want it longer, boom, boom, right? That's how they come. So what I'll do is I'll just put the nuts in there, adjust those screws that are in there, and then it'll sink the screws that came, long screws that came with the old fixture, because I guess it had a bigger plate. And then, so it should be really quick, it's really easy. I'm gonna do that now. But I'm gonna take all the electric off, so I'll be back with you after that. All right, so clearly this electrician that did this job was a great, the old installers of the developers. They do what they do best, and they cut shortcuts. They have shortcuts everywhere. So leave homeowners like us in flux to fix their issues. So they did an outlet box instead of like a light box. So light boxes are circular, as this plate is. Since they did an outlet box, they have to there's no room for these screws to back in because it's going against the wall. On the one side is the stud, so you can't actually even offset it down into the wall. That's fun. So what we have to do is actually use either use or turn this box so that it goes into the box, into the wall outlet. Now I don't know if that's going to work because of the distance you have. It'll work if you have the distance, right? But I don't know if it has the distance. I could actually take these screws out and figure that out. If not, then this circular box has to come off. I have to put the bracket that it came with on, and because it's because it's smaller, it's tighter, and then it'll actually fit straight in. And then there's two pieces to it, as you can see, which allows you to spin to where you need it to spin in order to attach the light to it. Where this one doesn't really have that because they've screwed it in top bottom. There's no spin. You can't adjust that. So if it's not level, you're toast, right? So, but at this point, I'm taking this off, so I might as well put the new bracket on, right? So it doesn't really make a difference. So I'm taking this off now, and now, of course, you know, I bring the Phillips head screwdriver, and I could have just brought my power drill and screwed it out and been done, but let's do it manually. That's fun. Hey, right? Average Mike, right? So you know how to do the job, right? But it's the other people that don't do their job properly that makes your job harder when you're doing it. Like, for example, someone uses sheetrock screws in an electrical box. That's fun. It works, but it's not right. Okay, so I have the box off, right? So that's where that's at. I'm gonna now put the other one on, adjust it how I need it, and then we'll go from there. Wrap it around the ground here. And wrapped tight. Pull that tight. And then you can just tighten this one down, right? Because that's going to be it for the ground until you get to the point where you're putting it on the wire nut on the new light fixture, right? So here I am again, putting it in my mouth. Okay, so gonna do this real fast. All right, these are getting tighter and this is starting to strip it a bit. So we're gonna go and get my power screw. Alrighty, and we're back and I got the power screw drill, whatever. I didn't want this to take forever. Boom, done, quick and easy. All right, so that's done. Now let's go back to the install of the actual light, which is what we're here for today. Anyway, if you liked my follies and my discoveries and my install process, subscribe and like, that'd be great. Anyway, so watch an average mic, and you're just watching an average mic install a simple light. So back to it. White goes to white, commons, right? And the wire nut, nice and tight, boom. And then black goes to black, which we know is the hot, right? So that's hot, very simple electric. Hot. Now, of course, we're gonna test this one again before we take it down, right? Always test before you wrap it up, because you know, that's when you discover you did something wrong, or nothing's working, or something's broken, or I don't know, whatever else you want to find out when you're testing. Maybe you don't like it, maybe you don't like the actual light fixture itself. And you take it back. So, alrighty, so give these wires a little tug, make sure they're in tight. Beautiful, beautiful, all the way around, nice. Light bulb out of the package can into one of the fixtures. Actually, I'm going to use a different one, see if the other ones work. We already know this terminal works, so let's see if that one works. Boom, it does. Beautiful. Take this out, because these actually have these little cages that go on top of them, which will install once I tuck this in and make this pretty again. Boom. Boom. Alright, so pull it off, make them tight, tuck it in nice. Like I said. Oh boy. Oh, I'm gonna drop that. I'm above a sink, so you don't want to have to go down the faucet there. All right, so come on, baby. What do we call them? What do we got? There we go. Come on, man. Let's go. All right, what's going on, boys? That's tight. That's tight. So we have the adjusters, right? That's what's happening. So this one's not out far enough, so you just gotta really just screw this out far enough, tighten that nut up, try to make them level. Tuck some of those wires in. You can tuck these guys back in. we're gonna put the cages on them. So they have these little happy things here and untwist. And then basically just feed that through there and take that and twist that cap back on. This is just a cover. Covers the porcelain socket that comes with the lights. Make sure it's tight. Put the other one on because you can see it's teetering, right? Because it's a swivel. Now I tighten the nut inside, but it's still going to move, right? So it's going to be like a balance beam. A little scale, a little justice scale. Okay, and then make these nice and center like they were. Okay, and then we'll do. That's it, my friends. Boom, we have light. So if you like the install, if you liked watching the video, and you appreciated the trouble I went through and finding out what the developer did and kind of messed up a little bit anyway. But Fixture corrected it, so we're gonna paint, she's gonna paint, touch up the last piece. Then the bathroom, this is the last piece of the bathroom. So this renovation of the bathroom, or the surface renovation anyway of the bathroom, is complete. Thank you for watching Average Mike. This is Mike on the channel. Like and subscribe. Please follow us, and we'll have more videos. Check out our auto installs. Or we just did a Uconnect update. We just did a shower head. Got sprinkler heads on there. The other Mike's doing an arcade build with his kids. Pretty cool stuff. So check it out. Thank you.